The question, as I prefer to put it: how can I achieve clairvoyance? Clairvoyance, the professed faculty of perceiving circumstances or events in the future or otherwise beyond normal sensory contact. New Oxford American Dictionary Online. All right, here is the best I can do for you offhand: a nice 4-step plan. Unfortunately, I do not have a pill to go along with it, but you might try hydroxychloroquine. Step 1. Acquire a perfectly accurate and complete understanding of the operations of the natural domain in whatever terms prove ultimately to be appropriate, perhaps down to or beyond the level of the quark, for example. Note: if the operations of the natural domain differ beyond the limits of the known universe, then you must renounce your powers of clairvoyance beyond those limits, or else acquire a perfectly accurate and complete understanding of those other patterns of operation as appropriate. Just keep that in mind. Step 2. In the case of events in the future, case by case, acquire a perfectly accurate and complete understanding of all current circumstances relevant to the case at hand in those same terms. And as for events otherwise beyond normal sensory contact, do the same with what you have, within normal sensory contact, and look to Sherlock Holmes as your inspiration. Step 3. Design a neurological structure by means of which it is possible to make perfectly accurate deductions from that total body of understanding, and possible to convert those deductions from discursive to perceptual form. Note: an analog of a neurological structure will do. Step 4. Install that structure in your brain. Note: the method that works for the future ought to work for the past, too. All this might take some time and effort. You might wind up with a pretty big brain, too, in view of all the information and processing structures it must contain, and thus you might find it necessary to redesign your body to accommodate that brain. Consider whether you will still be able to relate well to your family and friends. To be honest, I doubt that even this will take you all the way to your goal of achieving perception of circumstances or events in the future, much less of circumstances or events otherwise beyond normal sensory contact, which overall would appear to pose a far more difficult problem. Hence the admonition to look to Sherlock Holmes. That makes for an interesting question. But in any case, it is worth a try, I guess. Let me know how it works out. A shortcut, you say? There is no shortcut. That is my point. There is no such thing as a magic carpet. At best, there is technology that works like a magic carpet.